Keep this behind here. Why? Because it's so wide angle, it'll pick this up.
Oh. You got
sweating.
AC on the other side. It's still a Porsche.
Yeah.
You turn that off?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember how to do this? Is the camera on?
It is now. All right, little Chucky. I
haven't heard that in a while.
997 GT3. This is the first GT3 I've ever driven.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Years ago when it was mine. Right when I got it. Well, kind of.
Yeah. I gotta get the, gosh, these GT2 seats. Murdering.
You just have to go back all the way. The bar's long enough, so, or deep enough.
Well, then I can't reach the clutch.
Oh my gosh.
This only goes up, right?
That's it, man.
Ugh.
Matt, you gotta lose weight. You fit last time you drove it.
No, I didn't. I didn't fit then
you were
either.
Close. You didn't have this many gripes.
Oh, there we go. That's what I need.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I've only ever driven. This is the only 997 I've ever driven. You know, I had my 991 Carrera S.
Yeah. Did you have the X51 on that? The X51?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was telling Ryan about it. Ryan Deal, about the problems you had, the stumbling issues.
Yeah, that's like 30% of the cars have that.
Yeah, but I thought it was, I didn't know that it was both X51 and regular.
Messing up your mirror,
jeez, oh man,
everything. So the beauty of a 997 is it's so much more raw. And this clutch is super gnarly heavy.
Oh yeah, it's almost ruined me. Every other car I get in, the clutch feels strange.
Yeah, you're like straight to the floor. So what do you have? GMG headers?
GMG sport headers, GMG center section exhaust, and then I have the full RSS stage 2.
So it still has the side mufflers?
Yeah. I'm glad you know these roads because I'm getting nervous as we're coming up these hills and I'm like, wait a minute.
I've driven it 1,000 times.
And it's got the RSS stage 2 tarmac kit, so all the suspension bushings are gone and it's got semi-solid engine mounts.
Yeah, I can feel that.
It's ridiculous. The reels are light.
This thing has 37,000 miles. You had this for what, 6 years?
Yeah, something like that. I bought it with 15,000 on it, so I put about 20 on it. I've had it pretty much the whole time I've been in the new house, so.
So, Charles and I go way back to.
we're gonna tell those stories later.
We're gonna do a podcast later, but about 20 years. So I want my unicorn car. You know, everybody's talking about dream cars. I hate that term, but my dream car is a 997.2 RS 4.0. It's a complete waste of money at this point because they're 500 grand, 450 grand, but I want one. Money, no object, that's what I want.
I always debate looking to get rid of this for a RS, same model, same generation RS, but then it's like,
it's just so much different. The Metzger engine is just a different, even though it's a Porsche, same basic layout, it's just a different experience. This is just so much sharper than my car.
I've driven a few of the newer generation RSs and such, and I don't know, they're nice, they're more usable, but they're almost boring. Like they're a lot more sterile. Everybody's excited about the turbo, and we've done some crazy turbos at our shop, and they're just kind of boring. They do everything too well.
You're making me want this.
Yeah, you want everything you drive though. If I could have brought my Mercedes and you would have loved it. Be rolling these corners of my Jeep. Oh, I gotta get a Jeep. I can take the top off.
Yeah, this is.
If you spin us out, you're gonna have this. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm going like, come on.
I know. It feels so much different and faster over here.
Yeah.
It's not even in sport, is it? No.
Oh yeah, get me set up here.
This is sport mode.
Oh yeah.
It's regular suspension, but
we don't have it on the .1.
Yeah, all the regular. I'm trying to talk, I can't. All the stability control's still on.
And these are steel brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this car. I need one.
This car's ruined me. I don't want anything else.
Yeah.
Every time I look at something else, I'm like, yeah, but it's not this. I've gotten to drive a lot of crazy cars, but they just don't feel like this.
Yeah, so Charles works at Ultimate Auto. You sell cars there.
Yep.
So you're driving everything.
Yeah.
Everything and anything.
Yeah. Probably the fastest thing I've driven was a supercharged Lamborghini Huracan. Had about 810 horsepower. It was that VF Engineering supercharger with a tune. And I know the numbers aren't crazy compared to like what Underground Racing puts out, but it had the 0 to 60 was rated like 2.2 or 3. It was nuts. It didn't even make sense how fast it was.
This poor guy, I'm always up and down this road.
He hates you.
Whoever lives here.
We just gotta look.
It's so sharp.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. Now you have modified suspension. But
Yeah.
Man.
Lighter weight wheels.
Yeah. What tires are on this?
The Michelins. I think they're the 4S's.
Yeah. So this is a property I was looking at buying. There's a 7,000 square foot warehouse, a 5,000 square foot barn. The problem is there's 11,000 square foot house,
Oh, that's huge.
and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, that's too big.
Well, it's sold, so I didn't get a chance to buy
That's
it.
probably good.
But it's 76 acres.
Wow.
I would turn it into like a destination where I'd host events and things.
You could have a racetrack.
Yeah. There's not much else to say other than I love this car. I still can't heel toe though. I have to rev match downshift before.
I've been teaching myself the left foot brake a lot more on the Jag, on the SVR. I even caught myself sometimes doing it on the Jeep for obviously no reason.
The gates, like the transmission, is so taut.
I can't remember if the guy before me may have done the 996 cup shifter cables or something. I can't remember though.
It feels super direct. Maybe like you've got to be deliberate to get it in, put it in gear. That's why I keep double clutching.
My dad on his 981 Boxster, his base Boxster, he just did the short shift kit. I think it's actually the GT3 shifter. I'm not sure. He loves it. He's like, you should feel it. I got it in. What a difference. I kept telling him, just do it. You'll love it. Finally, he did it. It was cheap, too. The engine I love the sound of it. I've driven the F series, the Ferraris, the Lambos, R8s, supercharged R8s. Just, I don't know. There's something about this engine.
Yeah, R8 sound great. I've said it before, like I would get an R8 after I've had like 9 GT3s.
I don't like the seating. Something about the seating position of the R8 feels weird to me. Like you sit on top of the car.
I've only ever driven the S-Tronic, the new one.
Yeah, I've driven a bunch of them. V8 manual.
I know you really like that.
Yeah,
but
it just feels like you sit on top of the car, like you're not really in it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about the Ferraris either.
Amazing how much different it is driving this car after, like, I remember the first time driving it probably 5 years ago.
I just remember you saying it was too much. I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't have a GT3. Now it's like, shoot.
Yeah.
I also thought my M3 was too much. Like, I could barely handle. Now that thing is like, all right, are we gonna go, or is this just we're just gonna keep moseying along here?
How'd you find all these roads? Just driving around like?
No, I've lived here for 6-7 years. Pretty cool. You have some roads like this, but
yeah, but it's a lot more populated.
Yeah, there's no one out here. This turn up here is like a 110. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you.
Michelle's gonna be like, how Charles stays so calm? We should have done a video about
you drive like a freaking psychopath. I had to sit in that passenger seat.
You've caught up.
Yeah, well, for a long time, I was like, I thought Charles was the best driver in the world. I'm like, man, I wish I could drive like that. And now I've ridden with some freaking crazy people.
Oh, I can't imagine, yeah. Ryan Deal wants to do an Ultimate Auto. He's got a coaching service now online. And he wants to do an Ultimate Auto track day. Take some of the clients and go to the track.
I down for that.
We could probably benefit a lot from that. Well, I should say could. We definitely could.
I like track things where it's completely open. Even then, it's so taxing. Like
Yeah.
it just.
Well, it would be more laid back if it was just some of the Ultimate Auto. Some of the guys can really drive. Some are there really to learn. You and I would have the right attitude. You know, we know where we stand. Christian would probably go Joe's son. He's a good driver, but he would be very willing to learn.
I just enjoy this road isn't just a lot of straight, but like the mountain roads are my thing.
Yeah.
Where you just go.
Well, it's also gorgeous too.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
I still got to get up there. When I stop coaching, I'll get up there.
Yeah, you'd love it, man. You would. Anybody who's ever gone out there, like, it's hard to explain.
I was telling someone about that whole thing the other day. I can't remember who the heck it was. How much it's raised, how much it's grown.
Yeah,
it's really neat.
Yep. This is
next on the list. It's crazy you can't find any of these for sale. There's hundreds of the .1s, .2s from the 991 series, but there are none. You know, there may be 3 or 4 of these that are, you know, the right deals. There are probably more RSs for sale than these right now. Someone told me once that they made more RSs than this. I don't know if that's. I've never really found the numbers to back that up. But
it's amazing how much smaller this car feels.
Oh yeah.
Than my RS, you know, because it's so big.
Yeah,
so
cars
wide.
are huge. I almost bought that Carrera T up in Hilton Head, the Miami blue one with the sport design kit. I just couldn't stand the fact that it had auto rev matching. I just wish you could turn it off. You know, they allow you to turn it off in the other cars. Look at this guy. He's getting it. But it's on camera.
Yeah. Nice job, buddy. little drift there. Yeah, the clutch is super easy to get used to.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get it, it's really simple.
I mean, the throw, it's like this long. I mean, although it goes all the way to the floor, like it's like the engagement point is so. Maybe the engagement point is normal, but it just snaps back so quickly.
And that's why it's hard to sit. Like some people like sit far away and really reach. I can't sit that far away. I can't. I don't have that much strength at the end of my leg anymore.
I like to sit up straight, and I like to have a little room left, like so when I engage it, I'm like half bent.
And it's easier to heel toe when you roll when your leg is bent.
Yeah,
it's just proper
I
seating.
can't.
Well, you'd have to get some Spargos, XL Spargos or something.
Well, can't reach it. I just can't connect it, like brain to foot. Like I just can't.
What do you mean, the heel toe?
Yeah, I either brake too much or I don't brake at all, and I'm trying to.
You gotta barely press the brake and then roll your foot.
I know, I can't do it. I've tried. Probably I have 100 hours of trying to do it.
I taught myself by doing more everyday driving and not trying to do it like into a corner and hammering it. You know, where it's like you screw it up, you're screwed. I learned it by like, hey, I'm just gonna slow down at the stop sign.
That's what I've been trying. I tried in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
My garage is right. It wouldn't make sense because we made this huge loop, but my garage is right down here.
Oh, okay.
That building, but the next building.
Okay.
See the O?
Oh, yeah, I see it. So this is 440. Okay.
Yeah, so you'll see my house is a mile up the street here.
You can bike over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've run over there. It's like a mile, a little over a mile.
When was the last time you ran over there?
Be honest. Probably about 6 weeks
Don't
ago.
give me no PD Pablo answer.
I had to run over there because I left my car there. I had to go get it.
That's all right.
Yeah. I'm like the worst car reviewer on the history of car reviewers.
No.
I don't like to review things. I just like to. Here's what I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
Kind of videos. Those are my. I mean, there's so many dudes who talk like, and the car. You know, they have that inflection, that goofy thing that they think they have to speak like. That drives me nuts.
Well, they also go through the whole.
They'll research it. They're just
regurgitating information.
Right. What's the point? You just go look it up.
Yeah. I think the people like yours because they're real life.
Yeah.
They have to do it too because they have to be honest because or not honest, they actually have to just say certain things because if they don't give a good impression, they're not going to be allowed to drive the next one.
Yeah. This turn here is awesome.
Yeah, I came down here thinking Matt loves this turn. No wonder Matt moved out here. Except there's a truck ahead of us. I hardly ever put the sport suspension on it, so freaking.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, every once in a while, just goofing off.
I only do when I'm like, if I'm in the mountains on a real tight road, it's, you know, smooth.
Yeah. Every once in a while,
Or
I'll
on the
turn
track.
Traction control off, just mess with it. But you have to really be like super alert if you're going to do that on a road.
I don't normally do that long of a loop, but I just want to keep driving.
Fine. How many homes are back there now?
11.
And this is
There's 20 lots. That's the 11.
Okay. Your neighbors must hate you.
Well, that's Clay.
Oh, that's right. How did he find this? Just because you?
Yeah.
Is he still doing financial advising?
Yep, he's still Merrill Lynch.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's jump in the 991.1 RS. It feels pretty much the same as the .1 GT3, just with wider front tires.
That's the sport then?
Manual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's no sport option in the
That's right, it's a
991.
PDKS standard.
Yeah, but like PDK Sport, you press the button, it doesn't do anything. The only thing it does, so if we're in auto, if I go PDK Sport,
It holds the revs longer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, in manual mode, it doesn't do anything.
I'm going right and then left.
Yeah, go right. Yep.
We hear the brakes.
Oh yeah, make sure you do a couple stops here because I just washed it and we'll run into the darn. We'll run into the darn gate. I've almost done that a couple times.
Run into the what?
The gate up here. Like I just hit and I washed the car and came out and like, oh shoot, this doesn't stop very well. That should be good. Maybe.
Have you ever done this before?
What? Let somebody drive my car?
No, I mean like put a camera in your car and.
Well, normally I have
Does
it
that
over
swing
here.
open, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, that way.
Like that way.
Yeah, so 991 obviously much wider, much longer. I mean,
we had
measurably wider and longer.
We had one of these for sale. We took it to a couple shows, etc.
Steering is a little less direct.
Yeah.
Because I think the 997 is there's is your steering hydraulic or is it still electric?
Hydraulic.
Yeah. Versus electric. This is about as good as electric gets.
Yeah.
So it literally get to about 185 or so, and then you're good. Still, I mean, super scalpel-like car in comparison to other cars, but 997 is just feels like we're in this little cockpit.
What's nice about these cars is they grow up with the drivers. So
yeah,
like that's why I've considered buying one. Is that you can drive this way more than I could drive mine. I mean, I love my car, but let's be honest, if I was going to take it to the beach or something, it's a much different experience than this.
Yeah, forget manual or no manual, it doesn't matter. It's the.
I mean, a lot of it's my
comfort.
fault, but
yeah. Yeah, just the comfort factor of this car is different. It's perfect for me because I'm a little softer, a little fuzzier.
Is a cop coming?
No.
You flash for a cop?
I don't know.
You flash his lights.
Oh.
Do you ever have cops out here?
We'll see. Not usually.
Well, that's blocked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll find out.
Maybe he just liked us. Maybe he thought we looked good.
Or he hates me.
Yeah,
it's probably that guy that was this mailbox. He get on his mailbox.
Yeah.
White Porsche is a white Porsche to most people.
So if it's in manual and you put PDK Sport, it doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
It's not like more harsh or more.
No shift. No shift doesn't. People say, I think it shifts faster. Go straight.
Okay.
Just watch the dip here.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. So some people are like, oh, it shifts fast. I'm like, no, it's the same thing. That does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. It doesn't seem like it does.
The only thing that the exhaust button does is opens the valves at idle. Really, that's about it.
What's the point?
It's stupid. That's what I was battling for so long, trying to figure out how to. Because you don't notice the valve transition as much with this exhaust.
Yeah.
But like with most exhaust, the valve transition is so like pronounced. You know, there's just this massive change, and I hated that.
Yeah.
Because on a Carrera S, you press the button, it opens, it stays open. You leave the button off, and it stays closed unless you really get on it. These are our. We get 3 turns in Central Florida. This is like as most as we get, as much as we get.
It looks like it's almost out in Colorado.
Yeah. because we have four S curves. So the big thing on the RS is you can hear the intakes. You can hear that kind of it's like sucking air in. You can hear a little bit more, especially that kind of on your on and off the throttle, that little burble thing there.
Yeah, it's amazing how far the transmissions have come. I love my SVR, my Jag, but I just always want, you drive this or the S-Tronic from Audi, Lamborghinis, and the transmission is just so fantastic. And it's so far behind on that car.
Mercedes, the Jaguar, just not good.
Well, even the S63 I drive, that transmission in some ways is a little sharper than, but it's a bigger, heavier car. But that's okay. It also makes the SVR what it is. It's not quite as sharp as this.
So you're gonna go left, not there, but right there.
Where the old man was.
Yep.
It's almost just like so easy though, like.
But it's still, you still get a semi-manual experience.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about speeds, are we?
No. It's for babies.
What's that?
I said for babies. People get all yelling at me all the time. Take it to the track.
Oh yeah.
I said, I don't like the track, so screw you.
So it's 7.
There's we haven't seen a car. There's not a car for 5 miles. We're fine. Well, somebody might walk out of their street.
Yeah, probably true.
Come on. You can happen to you if you're driving 30. My comment is usually I got big brakes. Don't worry about it.
With the Porsche comes Porsche brakes.
Don't worry about it, yeah.
Well, how far down do we go here?
Just down here and hang a left. So, the advantage of having this car, we talked about, is you just jump in it and, I could drive this every day, no question.
Yeah.
You could get rid of the exhaust and it would be quiet, quieter.
Well, that's the one thing that I've really liked about the SVR is that I'm going left.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that it's not one-dimensional like these cars can be. Like my GT3 is very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
But the Jag, I can get in it, put in normal cruising mode, whatever, drive normal, flick a switch, move the lever over if I want to use the paddles, and it's a freaking loud, crazy beast. The 0-60 in that car is rated stock at like 3.5 or lower.
Yeah, I should drive it.
575 horsepower. Yeah, I thought about bringing that too. It's 575 horsepower. So besides the S63, of course, that's a big sedan. It's the most powerful car I've ever owned.
Yeah.
That S63 is rated at like 600 some horsepower.
Yeah.
Because they underrate it from the factory, and Rentec looks at it legitimately and says, "This is where you are." What did I do?
340.
There we go. Because Rentec has to get the real numbers, obviously, for themselves.
There's your S-Class. So there's your C-Class.
Oh, yeah. That's a sedan. That's a... Yeah.
E-Class.
E-Class, yeah.
So, can you have a 997 and a 991 and enjoy both of them?
I always think that they'd be too close.
I think so too.
I think if I was going to spend that money, I'd want it to be. That's what Christian and I always talk about. Our owner's son, he's a real car guru. That kid. But he and I always talk about how, even a Cayman GT4 would almost be too close. I would probably still want to own it.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. So when I get the GT4,
like if I'm going to spend that money, would I rather just spend it on something else? That's what I like about the SVR is it's the GT3 is rear engine, manual, rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated. The SVR is all-wheel drive, front engine, automatic,
completely different car. Yeah,
completely different.
That's why I wonder. When I buy the Corvette, what's that going to be like?
Well,
I don't think I'm going to like it because of the fit and finish, but I only one way to find out. I'm going to buy one and own it for a while. Because to me, it's different getting in someone's car and driving it around versus owning it.
Right.
And having it and modifying it and screwing it up and fixing it, screwing it up and fixing it.
Yeah, then you really get to know it.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything with the SVR. I've tinted windows and crap like that.
Well, they don't have a huge aftermarket.
Yeah, they don't.
Support.
You can do like pulleys and stuff, but why?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with that? If 575 horsepower isn't enough for you. The problem I'm learning as I drive a lot more of these high-end cars is, a lot of the people that buy them, they think they're drivers and they're really you're just a pilot. you're just kind of in along for the ride, piloting the car where you want to go. And the older cars, you had to be a real driver.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You're piloting nowadays compared
Well, that's
to
why the like 2013, 15 time frame I find is like the pinnacle for me, because like the newest versions of cars are just they're numb. You know, they've lost like newer BMWs versus the previous gen BMWs.
Like we had, probably about a year ago, I sold a supercharged R8, the V10, and I mean it was maddeningly fast. But all you did was jump in it, push go. Like there wasn't really much to do with the experience other than aiming it. I mean, I wasn't on a track, obviously, but Teslas. No thanks.
That's the Model 3. I don't know.
The standard Carrera S is 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, what is next? That just doesn't make sense. And it's interesting, you see the huge hit nowadays that drivers' cars, like the McLaren 570S.
Oh, yeah.
People love that car. You know why? Because it's a driver's car. Even McLaren said this is our driver's version. The Carrera T, they're harder to get than a freaking GT3.
Yeah, because when you get into the 720, that car kind of loses something. It's huge.
Oh, yeah, those cars are so based off battery. I was driving around for a photo shoot we were doing one day, and it wouldn't go over 20 because the old batteries were low, and it was default modes. And I was like, this is just not.
That's my braking zone right there. Usually coming in.
Oh, the tree.
Yeah, about 100 and then brake.
100. That's safe.
I mean,
what did I push earlier?
100 feet per minute.
I thought you meant 100 miles an hour.
I bet something like that. Could be kilometers. Could be meters per second. I don't know. The auto in these cars is like worth it. We'll be in 7th gear once you get to 30 miles an hour. It's amazing. I never use auto in this thing.
When I drive the SVR, I use sport shift a lot. Meaning, like, I would put, like, if it was this car, I'd put in PDK and drive it a lot more.
Yeah, but it's kind of unusable. Left.
Why is it? What do you mean it's unusable?
Because you're driving around at like 5,000 RPM.
Yeah, so the SVR doesn't do that.
Yeah. Now you got it stuck. Go through there.
Oh, that's your dad. Huh? I can go through here.
Yeah.
Mahala. Mahala.
No. Just go back. Sometimes, like when Michelle isn't here, I'm flying around in between the in the porch machine. So yeah, sliding around all over.
Imagine this driveway in the snow.
All right, so that's 2 Porsches.
I'm gonna back up.
Tail of 2 Porsches right here is good.
Well, I was gonna put it so we have room in the door.